Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone once again to our Commodore Stockton and Gene Parker OST parent meeting.
歡迎大家，我想再歡迎大家再嚟到我哋今日嘅 Commodore Stockton 同 Gene Parker 嘅 OST 家長會。
Our agenda for today, I'm going to go over welcome introductions, school updates, our spring break schedules, some summer updates, a resource alignment initiative from the school district, and then have time for question and answer at the end.
我哋今日嘅議程咧就係首先歡迎同埋介紹啦，學校最新嘅資訊啦，春假嘅時間表啦，暑假嘅最新資訊啦，我哋嘅資源調整倡議啦，同埋最後有時間問問題嘅。
So I want to introduce myself. My name is Miss Yu, and I'm the principal at the OST programs at Gene Parker and Commodore Stockton.
咁我想介紹下我自己，我係Miss U 余校長，我係 Gene Parker 同 Commodore Stockton OST 計劃嘅校長。
And so at Commodore Stockton, we have 4 preschool classrooms, 1 TK classroom, and then we currently have 7 OST after school classrooms.
咁喺 Commodore Stockton 啦，我哋有4個學前班、1個 TK 班同埋7間嘅 OST 課後計劃班。
And then at Gene Parker, we have 4 OST after school classrooms.
咁喺 Gene Parker 咧，我哋有4間嘅 OST 課後班。
I wanted to introduce these new OST teachers started this school year, and they're doing amazing. And so I wanted to once again introduce them to you. Over at Commodore Stockton, room 22, we have Miss Brown. Room A, we have Miss Laura. And room B, we have Miss Camila.
係啦，咁跟住咧，我想介紹一下我哋今個學年新嘅 OST 老師啦，咁佢哋係非常之好嘅，咁想同大家介紹一下，我哋喺22號房有 Miss Brown 啦，A 班有 Miss Laura 同 B 班有 Miss Camila。
Okay, next I'm going to talk about our school updates.
跟住我就會同大家講下我哋學校最新嘅消息。
So we are open full day during spring break. So next week, Monday, April 8th to Friday, April 12th.
咁我哋春假嗰陣時咧都係全日開放嘅，咁由星期一4月8號至到星期五4月12號。
All of our OST students have their own contract hours, so please follow your assigned contract hours when dropping off and picking up your child from school every day. So do not go to school for the elementary school hours. You have to follow your child's contract hours next week for spring break.
係啦，咁所有 OST 嘅學生咧都有佢哋自己嘅合約時間嘅，咁就請大家跟住你哋所安排嘅合約時間去接送你哋嘅小朋友啦，咁就唔好跟住你哋小學嗰個時間去返學啦，下個星期。
And if your child is running late or if they're going to be absent for the day, please make sure to call the school to notify us.
係啦，如果嗰日小朋友係可能會遲到啊，或者嗰日可能要請假唔返學嘅話咧，請通知校方。
And so for our OST program, normally during the school year, we're open from the dismissal of elementary school all the way to 5:45. And so during that time, we work with them on homework support, to have some physical activity out in the yard, and then do a little bit of enrichment instruction if there is time.
係啦，咁喺我哋嘅 OST 計劃咧，我哋就係跟住我哋小學佢哋放學嘅時間，直至到5:45嘅。咁喺嗰段嘅時間咧，我哋可以幫學生教下佢哋做功課啊，做下一啲體力嘅活動啊，喺操場上邊做啲體力活動啊，同埋如果有時間咧，我哋會提供啲額外嘅指引啊、教學咁嘅。
So as you can see, there's not a lot of time to do that during the school year. And so we're excited that during the spring break and then also during the summer when we're open full time, 7:45 to 5:45, we're able to do more things.
係啦，咁所以你所知啦，學年期間嗰陣時咧，就其實都唔係太多時間去做咁多嘢嘅，咁所以咧，我哋好高興咧，即係好似通過春假、暑假嗰陣時，我哋係全日就係由7:45至到5:45就可以做多啲活動啦。
So during our break times, we can do some academic instruction. We also give them time to play in the yard for physical activity. And then we also have special projects and field trips that they can go on.
係啦，咁樣我哋喺呢個假期期間咧，咁我哋個時間我哋就會做啲教學上嘅學術指示啊，跟住喺操場上做啲活力啲嘅活動啊，同埋我哋有啲特別嘅項目啊，同埋去旅行㗎。
And so here I want to remind you for the pickup and drop off. So if your child attends Commodore Stockton, then you would come in through the Black Gate on Trenton and ring the doorbell. In the morning, room 5 and room 22 will be combined until 9 o'clock. So all the students will be in room 5.
係啦，跟住如果小朋友係嚟 Commodore Stockton 接送嘅話咧，想提一提大家就喺 Trenton 街嗰個黑色閘嗰度撳門鈴咁樣去接送小朋友嘅。咁同埋朝頭早7:45至到9點咧，5號房同22號房咧就會合併嘅，咁樣佢哋全部都會喺嗰個時間就會喺5號房。
And then in the afternoon, when you come to pick up, they will also combine from 4:15 to 5:45, also in room 5. And if you don't see them in room 5, then they're probably in the fourth yard.
咁然後接小朋友嗰陣時咧，4:45至5:45嗰兩個班房咧都會合併成一個班房，就喺5號房嘅。如果你喺5號房見唔到佢哋咧，佢哋就應該會喺4樓嘅操場。
And then if your child attends Gordon J. Lau for the after school program, we do pick up and drop offs on Washington Street. And so this is the upper yard. So in the morning, if your contract hours from 7:45 to 9:45, you would drop them off in the upper yard right here.
係啦，跟住如果你嘅小朋友咧係喺劉桂明嘅課後班嗰度上課嘅話咧，你就會喺華盛頓街呢個嘅操場，而家相片入邊嗰個 Upper Yard 嗰個操場嗰度接送嘅時間咧就係7:45至到9:45。
So after 9:45, we'll have someone standing at Washington Gate for you to drop off your child at 10 and also at 10:30. Please note that after 10:30, we don't have enough staff to come down to pick up your child. So please drop off your child before 10:30 each day.
係啦，跟住如果你哋係9:45之後先送小朋友嘅話咧，我哋有個職員就會喺華盛頓街嗰個閘口嗰度接你嘅小朋友噶啦，佢會喺10點同10點半嗰陣時接送嘅。咁最好咧，你哋就10點半之前送你每日10點半之前送你個小朋友翻學啦，因為我哋唔夠職員喺嗰度等去接你個小朋友嘅。
And then for pickup, if your contract hour is 3:30, then we'll take your child down at 3:30, also at the Washington Gate, and then you can pick them up. If your pickup time is between 4 to 5:45, they will already be in the yard playing.
係啦，如果你接小朋友嘅時間係3點半嘅話咧，我哋會有職員喺嗰個時間帶到去華盛頓街嗰個閘口嗰度俾你接小朋友嘅。如果你小朋友放學時間係4點至到5:45嘅話咧，佢哋已經會喺嗰個操場嗰度玩緊等你接㗎啦。
And then for Jean Parker, drop off in the morning.
畫咗咩出嚟啊？唔知你啊，哎呀！
Let me see if I can mute them.
呢個啦，呢畫呢個咪係好容易畫咯。
Okay, so for Jean Parker, pick up and drop off, in the morning from 7:45 to 9:15, you're gonna be dropping them off in the cafeteria side door on the right here.
係啦，跟住如果小朋友係 Jean Parker 翻學嘅話咧，你送小朋友咧如果你個合約時間係7:45至到9:15嘅話咧，你就帶小朋友去到飯堂嗰度個側門嗰度送佢哋啦。
And then after 9:15, you can drop them off in the yard. We'll have some staff in the yard that can open the door for you.
咁樣如果你係9:15之後帶小朋友翻學嘅話咧，佢哋都會喺操場嗰度，我哋會有職員喺操場嗰度開門俾你噶啦。
For pickup, if you come between 3:30 to 4, you can go ahead and ring the bell at the black gate, the front door, and we'll have someone open the gate for you to come in to pick up.
咁如果接 接小朋友嗰陣時係你嘅時間係3點半至4點嘅話咧，麻煩你哋去嗰個黑閘嗰度前門嗰度撳個門鈴，跟住我哋就會有職員開門俾你接㗎啦。
And then after 4 o'clock, all the students will be in the cafeteria, so you can go ahead and pick them up again in the cafeteria side door.
咁4點之後接小朋友嘅話，所有學生都會喺飯堂嗰度㗎啦，咁你就可以喺飯堂嗰個側門嗰度入去接小朋友。
So since we are open full day next week, I know your schedule might be a little different. I want to remind you that you should list more adults on your emergency card so that more people can pick up your child if in case you cannot make it. And then also if they come to pick up, they have to bring a photo ID that matches their name on the emergency card.
係啦，咁樣同埋因為下個星期我哋係全日制㗎啦，所以你嘅時間表可能會有少少嘅改動同唔同嘅，所以我就提一提大家，最好就喺小朋友嘅緊急卡嗰度加多幾個可以接送小朋友嘅大人啦。咁同埋要提一提大家接小朋友嗰陣時咧，佢哋要記住帶一個身份有相，同埋要應對翻佢哋嘅名嘅身份證。
Coming up, we have some appreciations this month. So I want to go over some of the appreciations that we're doing.
係啦，嚟緊呢個月咧，我哋有啲感謝日，咁我就想同大家講下我哋有邊啲人想感謝一下嘅。
So tomorrow, April 5th, is Paraeducator Appreciation Day.
係啦，聽日4月5號咧就係我哋感謝助教日。
On April 24th is Administrative Office Appreciation. So that's our clerks, Crystal and Temmie.
係，然後4月24號咧，我哋係有感謝我哋辦公室職員日，就係我哋 Crystal 我哋嘅秘書 Crystal 同 Temmie 嘅。
On April 29th is After School Staff Appreciation.
4月29號咧，我哋有課後職員感謝日。
May 1st is Principal Appreciation.
5月1號感謝校長日。
May 3rd is School Lunch Hero Appreciation.
5月3號我哋有學校午餐英雄感謝日。
And then May 7th is our Teacher Appreciation.
跟住5月7號有我哋嘅老師感謝日。
And so if you can take some time to appreciate all the hardworking staff at our school, those are the days that hopefully you can do something special for them.
係啦，咁如果你嗰日可以花少少時間去感謝我哋呢一班咁勤力嘅職員啦，希望大家可以為佢哋做少少特別嘅感謝。
Okay, next I'm going to talk a little bit more about spring break.
跟住我就會同大家講一講我哋嘅春假啦。
So for spring break, we want to encourage our students to continue academic learning, but we also want to have fun during spring break.
咁樣我哋喺春假嗰陣時，我哋都鼓勵學生去繼續佢哋嘅學術上嘅學習啦，但係同樣我哋都希望佢哋會玩得開心嘅。
All of our OST classroom teachers will be providing academic instruction as well as special hands-on projects with the students next week.
係啦，我哋所有嘅 OST 班房課後計劃嘅班房嘅老師咧，都會提供一啲學術上嘅教學啦，咁樣同埋有啲嘅特別嘅佢哋落手落腳做嘅項目嘅。
And so for Common Stockton Room 5, they're going to be doing some beading and bracelet making.
跟住喺 Commodore Stockton 5號房啦，咁佢哋就會穿珠仔啊、整手鏈啊咁嘅。
For Commodore Stockton Room 22, they're going to be studying the life cycle of a butterfly.
咁 Commodore Stockton 22號房咧，咁佢哋就會學下一個蝴蝶嘅生命週期啦。
At Gordon J. Lau Room A, they're going to be exploring and tinkering with sticks, and then also they have a field trip to the exploratorium.
係啦，跟住 Gordon J. Lau A 班房咧，咁佢哋就會探索下一啲用棍嘅嘢啊，同埋咧會去嗰個 exploratorium 嘅博物館嗰度玩嘅旅行。
For Gordon J. Lau Room B, they're going to be making slime and then also learning how to make a balloon-powered race car. And they will also have a field trip to the Cable Car Museum.
跟住咧Gordon J. Lau B 班房咧，咁佢哋就會自己製作一啲泥膠啊，同埋整一個用氣球充電嘅跑車，同埋佢哋咧就會去纜車博物館嘅。
Gordon J. Room C, they will be exploring some social justice issues and then also using a needlepoint kit to make a coin purse.
然後咧，Gordon J. Lau C 班房咧，咁佢哋就會探索一下呢啲叫做社會嘅正義嘅問題啦。然後佢哋就會用一個小包裝去整一個嘅零用錢包。
Gordon J. Room D, they're going to be doing creative stories and comic book making, and then also wood paintings and Easter art.
然後 Gordon J. Lau 嘅 D 班房咧，佢哋就會自己創作一啲古仔啊，做一啲漫畫書嘅，同埋會做啲木嘅油油啊，同埋一個復活節嘅勞作。
And then Gordon J. Room E, they'll be using Legos to explore physics, and then also doing beading and science experiments.
跟住 Gordon J. Lau E 班咧，佢哋就會用樂高去探索一個物理學方面嘅活動啦，然後又會穿下豬仔啊，同埋做一啲嘅科學嘅實驗嘅。
Jean Parker Room 1, they're going to be looking at spring flowers and planting seeds and doing observational drawings around the school.
跟住 Jean Parker 1號房咧，咁佢哋就會探索一下即係春季嘅花啊，同埋栽種嘅，同埋會喺學校範圍內做啲觀察性嘅畫畫。
For Jean Parker Room 2, they're going to be doing some Easter egg painting and then also some bunny arts and crafts.
跟住 Jean Parker 2號房咧就會做一啲復活蛋嘅油畫啊，同埋一啲關於即係做兔仔嘅勞作咁樣嘅。
For Jean Parker Room 3 and Room 4, they're going to be combined for spring break, and they're going to be working on slime making and paint by the numbers, as well as a field trip to Helen Mills Park.
跟住 Jean Parker 嘅3號房同4號房，佢哋會合併，咁佢哋咧都會製造一啲嘅自己製造嘅泥膠啊，同埋會油油號碼油油咁樣，同埋會去 Helen Mills Park 嗰度旅行嘅。
And then we also have some other special activities for spring break. We will be doing a word search tournament over at Gordon J. Lau. The top 5 word search winners can choose a friend, and they will be able to go out to lunch and have a shopping trip with me.
係啦，跟住我哋咧就會做一個單字嘅搜尋嘅錦標賽嘅，咁佢哋就會喺 Gordon J. Lau，sorry，或者 Gordon J. Lau。Yeah,
Gordon J. Lau
就會喺 Gordon J. Lau 劉桂明小學嗰度發生嘅，咁樣頭5名嘅得獎者咧就可以揀一個朋友去一齊食個午餐，同埋去購物，就陪校長一齊去食午餐同購物嘅。
And so if your student is one of the top 5 winners, or if they're the friend of the top 5 winners, we will contact you for more information and then have you sign the permission forms.
係啦，咁如果你個學生咧就係其中嗰5位嘅得獎者，或者係得獎者所揀嘅朋友咧，我哋就會同你聯繫，跟住要簽住同意書，跟住我哋先可以帶佢出去嘅。
Oh, and the field trip's going to be on Friday. So, yeah.
係啦，同埋呢個旅行咧就會係星期5發生嘅。
And then we also have the Galileo Science Club coming over to Gordon J. Lau, and they're going to be doing a science fair on Thursday, April 11th, where the students can explore different science stations. We also have a permission form for you to sign to allow your child to participate in this one.
係啦，咁同埋咧，我哋星期4月11號，我哋Galileo 佢哋嘅科學俱樂部咧就會嚟到我哋Gordon J. Lau 劉桂明嗰度做一個嘅科學展覽啦，咁樣學生咧到時就可以去好多唔同攤位嗰度探索唔同嘅科學嘅展覽咁樣嘅。咁到時咧，我哋都需要你哋家長簽一個許可書先至俾小朋友參與。
And then lastly, we have some special dance classes with a music teacher. And so this will be happening at Gordon J. Lau, Commodore Stockton, and Jean Parker.
咁最後啦，咁我哋會有音樂老師嚟 做一啲舞蹈班嘅，咁呢啲舞蹈班咧就會喺劉桂明小學啦、Jean Parker 同埋卡馬多。
Okay, next we're going to talk about summer updates.
跟住咧，我哋就會講下暑假最新嘅消息啦。
And so the last day of school is June 4th. And for our program, our summer session begins the very next day on June 5th. And we are also open full day for the summer.
係啦，跟住最後一日返學嗰日就係6月4號啦。咁我哋嘅暑期班咧就喺後一日6月5號開班嘅，我哋係全日制㗎。
And so the last day for 5th graders will be June 4th. We passed out some summer resources for you. You can also check out Park and Rec and YMCA for additional camps or summer resources around the city.
係啦，咁樣5年級生佢哋最後一日咧就係6月4號嘅。咁我哋之前已經派發一啲嘅暑期活動嘅資源俾你啦。咁同時你可以去 Parks and Rec 或者 YMCA 男青年會去睇下佢哋仲有冇其他嘅暑假嘅夏令營之類嘅。
OST students will be moving up to the next grade level classroom according to their age starting on July 15th.
咁樣 OST 課後班嘅學生咧就會去升班去下一個級數嘅班房，依照佢哋嘅年齡去安排㗎啦。咁就係7月15號，2024年開始。
For the summer, we do have some closure dates. And so I want to share with you that we will be closed on June 19 for Juneteenth, on July 4 and July 5th for Independence Day, and then also August 15 and 16 for professional development days.
係啦，咁樣我哋暑假嗰陣時都會有幾日係關門唔開嘅。咁樣我就想同大家分享啦。6月19號係 Juneteenth，跟住7月4號同7月5號有 Independence Day 獨立日，同埋8月15號同8月16號我哋呢個專業發展日都係關門㗎。
And then we also have some fun events coming up in the summer. We usually have a snow cone party. We find a hot day in July, and so we have a snow cone party for all the students at Gordon J. Lau, Commodore Stockton, and Jean Parker.
係啦，跟住我哋暑假嗰陣時都會有啲好玩嘅活動想同大家分享嘅。咁我哋就會有個沙冰日啦。通常我哋就會7月份嗰陣時揾一日特別熱嗰日啦，就會去俾大家去做呢個沙冰嘅。咁樣就會所有學校都有㗎啦，卡馬多劉桂明同 Jean Parker 嘅學生都有份。
And then we have our movie day on the last day of summer, which is August 14. And so the students get to choose a movie and we show a movie in the auditorium.
跟住咧，我哋最後一日最後一日返學嗰日咧就係8月14號啦。咁學生咧就可以挑選一個佢哋想睇嘅電影啦，跟住我哋就會喺禮堂嗰度播放㗎。
And then the first day of school is going to be August 19, 2024.
跟住返學第一日新學期返學第一日咧就係8月19號2024年啦。
Next, we're going to talk about the school district's resource alignment initiative.
跟住咧，我哋就會講解一下我哋嘅校區嘅資源調整倡議。
And so the resource alignment is a process that the school district is using to make sure that we're using our resources correctly and that we are using it to help accomplish our student outcome goals.
係啦，咁樣我哋呢個資源整合咧，就係我哋校區用嘅一個過程，去調查一下、調整一下我哋學校係咪即係有效咁樣動用我哋嘅資源同埋所有嘅嘢去幫助實現我哋學生成果嘅目標。
And so it's separated into 5 different categories, and I'm going to talk about each one a little bit.
咁佢哋呢個方法咧，就係會分開成5組嘅。
The first one is to create a new staffing model. And so this is based on each school's staffing based on each school's enrollment. The second one is reorganizing the central office. So they'll see if they can use less staff to be able to staff the central office. And then the third one is exploring generating revenues from properties. So looking into selling or renting the properties that they have.
係啦，跟住佢哋第一個模式咧就係制定新嘅學校人手編制模式啦，咁樣就係睇下依照學校佢哋入學嘅人數啦去安排嘅職員嘅。跟住第二個咧就係重組中央辦公室嘅架構啦，佢哋就會去睇一睇佢哋中央辦公室佢哋嘅人手去點樣分配啦，需唔需要減人手啊之類等。跟住第三個咧就係探索點樣去即係增加學校校區嘅收入啦，佢哋就會考慮到即係利用校區佢哋嘅設施啊嘅地方啊，睇下使唔租出去啊賣出去增加佢哋嘅收入嘅。
The fourth one is investing in priority district-wide programs. So they're going to see what is already working and put more funds in the programs that are successful. And then the fifth one is the one that you'll hear a lot about, which is creating a new portfolio of schools. This one is recommending that we lower the number of schools that we have so that we can focus on creating strong and supporting learning environments in less schools.
係啦，跟住第四個咧就係對全校區優先計劃投資資源啦。咁呢個咧就佢哋校區咧就會去探索一下佢哋有邊個計劃係好有效同埋好成功，佢哋就會繼續加插提供多啲嘅支援同資助俾呢啲嘅計劃嘅。第五個咧，你應該就會繼續聽到多啲啦，佢哋就會建議。即係制定新嘅學校嘅營運組合啦，咁佢哋就會考慮到，即係可能要將佢哋嘅資源啦，去集中去公平咁分配去適當嘅學校嘅，即係佢哋可能會考慮到，即係會關閉幾間學校，集中佢哋嘅資源去幫助嗰幾間學校，即係少啲學校管理咁樣。
And so, as you can see here, currently SFUSD has a lot of schools, but some of these schools may have low enrollment or they may not have enough teachers because we can't, find enough teachers to hire, or maybe that building is very old and it needs a lot of money and time to be able to repair those buildings.
係啦，咁樣而家你可以見到呢個圖啦，可以見到三藩市佢係有好多學校嘅，但係你可以見到某啲學校咧，佢嘅入學率可能比較低啦，或者佢哋請唔夠老師去教學啦，或者有啲學校咧，佢已經係好舊，同埋需要好多時間同埋錢去裝修咁樣㗎。
So what they want to do is they want to have less schools so that all the schools that we do have will be fully enrolled. We'll have teachers in all the schools, and then also they'll be able to focus more time and money into improving the school buildings that we have.
係啦，咁樣所以校區佢哋想做嘅咧就係減少嘅學校啦，咁樣等剩翻嘅學校可以收滿生啦，有多啲嘅老師啦，同埋佢哋可以集中佢哋嘅時間啦，去幫助去資助依啲嘅學校嘅。
And so to create schools that our students deserve and that our families expect, we must have fewer schools that we do now.
咁樣為咗營造我哋學生值得享有同埋我哋家庭所期望嘅學校咧，咁相比起我哋覺得必須要減少學校嘅數目嘅。
And so what that looks like is right now we're in phase 1. So the district is seeking input from families and community members on what is the criteria to decide which schools are going to close, which schools are going to merge together or move locations. 係啦，咁樣我哋而家嘅過程咧就係喺第一階段啦。咁樣我哋第一階段咧就係校區佢哋首先咧就想諮詢一下，即係通過我哋嘅社區啊同家庭嘅建議，去睇下我哋個標準喺邊啊，即係要點樣決定去關邊間學校、合併邊間學校或者邊間學校要搬咁樣啦。 And then the next phase, this is going to be from July to October of this year. The district's going to use your input to decide on what the new portfolio of schools are. And then they'll also partner with a third-party organization to make sure that they are doing this in a fair and equal way.
係啦，跟住第二階段咧就係7月至10月啦，咁樣校區咧就會通過你哋提供嘅意見去再安排，即係去安排我哋學校嘅定位啦。跟住我哋就會聘請同一間第三啱嘅組織，一個客觀嘅第三嘅機構去合作，去公平地去評估一下佢哋嘅環境啊，同埋個決定嘅。
And then the last phase is going to be in the fall of 2024. The school district will share the recommendation with the school board about which schools they recommend will close, which schools will merge together, and then also which schools will move locations. And the Board of Education will vote on December 2024 on those decisions.
係啦，跟住我哋第三階段咧就係10月至12月啦，咁樣呢個秋季嗰陣時，校區咧就會向校委會嗰度提交呢個嘅建議嘅，咁樣然後咧就校委會咧就會喺12月2024年去投票決定，睇下邊間學校要合併，邊間學校要關閉或者點樣啦。
And so it is very, very important that we get your input into what the criteria should be in determining which schools close, which schools move or merge. And so you'll see on here, there's a QR code. I'm asking if you can please scan the QR code and fill out the survey so you can have your input for this.
係啦，咁樣所以咧就非常之重要，校區就需要即係睇下你哋家長佢哋嘅意見啦。所以我哋而家希望咧，你喺呢個屏幕上面見到有呢個二維碼，麻煩咧你哋大家掃一掃，跟住咧就去填妥呢份嘅問卷，去擺入你哋嘅意見，去幫手決定邊間學校應該要合併，邊間學校要搬，或者邊間學校要關閉啦。
And then if you click into the survey, you will see that it's currently in English, but you can change it to Chinese.
咁樣如果你掃完之後咧，佢就會帶你去到嗰個問卷嗰度㗎。一開頭咧，你可能見到會係英文嘅，但係你可以將佢調去第二種語言，係揀中文都得。
Okay, so please, if you haven't already, please scan the QR code and fill out the survey because we want to have as many families as possible from Chinatown to fill out the survey.
係啦，咁如果你仲未掃嘅話，希望你哋而家可以掃一掃個二維碼去填妥嗰份問卷，因為我哋希望咧可以得到即係越多唐人埠嘅家庭去填呢份問卷嘅。
And then here is our contact information. For Commodore Stockton, our office is open 8 to 5:30. You'll see our school's phone number. We also have a school cell phone. So for the school cell phone, you can text this number. And then we also have the school email.
跟住呢度就有我哋學校嘅聯繫號碼啦。咁 Commodore Stockton 咧，我哋嘅辦公室時間係8點至到5點半嘅。咁我哋之後有學校嘅電話號碼啦，然後我哋有學校嘅手機號碼啦，你可以通過呢個號碼發短信都得。然後我哋有學校嘅電郵。
And then over at Gene Parker, the office is only open in the afternoon from 2 to 5:30. And so when you call the school phone, if no one answer, please go ahead and leave a voicemail. And then there's also the email.
係啦，跟住 Gene Parker， 我哋嘅辦公室時間係由下午2點至5點半嘅。咁樣我哋嘅學校電話喺呢度啦。如果冇人接聽你電話，請留低口信，跟住有我哋學校嘅電郵。
And then lastly, here is my cell phone. And so you can also call or text this number.
跟住最後咧就係由我嘅手機號碼啦，咁你就可以打電話或者發短信都得。
Okay. So that's the end of our meeting. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording. And then if you have any questions, you can